Hi students, welcome to Sri Guru Bio classes. Today we are going to discuss about another important topic in respiration, transportation of gases. Transportation of gases and gases exchange at tissue level. Transportation of gases and gases exchange at tissues level. Now let us recall the process of respiration. In this process of respiration, the air which is present outside of the body enter through these nostrils. Finally, it reaches to lungs. Inside the lungs, small chambers, that is alveoli, is present. In this alveoli, the gases exchange takes place. The gases which is entering to that lungs or reaches to alveoli, here the gases exchange takes place. Finally, the gases is diffused into blood capillaries. Finally, it reaches to blood capillaries. In that blood capillaries, the gases is transferred. Finally, it reaches to tissues. These tissues are utilize these gases. Now, we are going to discuss about these two steps. One is how the gases are transferred in blood capillaries, and from these blood capillaries how the gases are exchanged in these tissues level or discussed in this class. Now let us see that transportation of gases in that blood capillaries. Generally, the gases which is present in that alveoli are diffused into the blood capillaries. As we know that air is a mixture of gases. Air is a mixture of gases. It contains oxygen and carbon dioxide and nitrogen and some other gases. But the relative amount of gases which is present in that air, relative amount of gases present in that air to play the major role to transfer the blood capillaries. So the relative amount of gases which influence the transportation of gases in blood capillaries. Generally, 21% of oxygen which is present in the atmosphere. This most of the oxygen is present in that atmosphere is reached to lungs. From these lungs through that alveoli, the blood capillaries, the oxygen is completely diffused into these blood capillaries. So here, once the oxygen is diffused into the blood capillaries, inside the blood capillaries, hemoglobin, it is a protein It is similar to that chlorophyll. Generally, the chlorophyll is a pigment which is involved in the process of photosynthesis, like pigment which is present in the blood, that is known as hemoglobin. So in the chlorophyll molecule having magnesium and this hemoglobin having iron. So only these small differences are observed both of these molecules. But this chlorophyll is involved in the process of photosynthesis, but in this hemoglobin is involved in this transportation of gases in blood. So in this, the oxygen which is present in that atmosphere is diffused into the blood capillaries. Here the hemoglobin protein is present in that blood capillaries and they formed into that oxyhemoglobin. Whenever oxygen is entering into the blood, immediately the oxygen molecules are binding with hemoglobin, they formed into that oxyhemoglobin. In this, not only this process is observed in this oxyhemoglobin, in the form of oxyhemoglobin, they are finally transferred through this blood capillaries. From this blood capillaries to finally it reaches to tissues. So the oxygen is transferred in the form of oxyhemoglobin. Next, not only this oxyhemoglobin is binding to this oxygen, sometimes this hemoglobin releases oxygen also, and at the time they form into that oxygen plus hemoglobin. Reversibly. So whenever oxygen O2 plus Hb gives rise to HbO2, whenever the oxygen released into the tissues and they formed into that oxygen separately and hemoglobin separately. So both reversible reaction is observed in this process. Forward reaction and backward reaction both are observed in case of this transportation of this oxygen. So next, oxygen is transferred through this hemoglobin in the form of oxyhemoglobin. But what about the carbon dioxide? So the carbon dioxide are also present in that atmosphere. These are entering into the blood capillaries. Generally, the carbon dioxide is transferred in the form of bicarbonate. The carbon dioxide transferred in the blood capillaries in the form of bicarbonate, and some amount of carbon dioxide are binding this hemoglobin, and the remaining some amount of carbon dioxide is dissolved in blood plasma. So dissolved in blood plasma. So generally the oxygen is transferred in the form of hemoglobin and finally it reaches to tissues, and the carbon dioxide which is present in the tissues are diffused into the blood capillaries. From that blood capillaries, the carbon dioxide is transferred in the form of bicarbonate, and some of the carbon dioxide molecules are attached to the hemoglobin, and some of the carbon dioxide are also dissolved in blood plasma. So like this, the gases are transferred through this blood capillaries. Next, these gases finally it reaches to tissues. What is happening in these tissues? What is happening in these tissues? Gases exchange. takes place. The gases which is present in that atmosphere are transferred through these blood capillaries. From these blood capillaries, finally it reaches to tissues. Inside the tissues, what happening? So inside the tissues, the gases exchange takes place. The gases exchange takes place. Here, how this gases exchange takes place? Let us see that tissues. Tissues means what? Tissues. What is tissues? A group of cells formed into a tissues. Here, a group of cells means what happened? Different types of cells are arranged in a form of tissues. So in the tissues, some of the blood capillaries are also surrounded by these cells which is present in these tissues. Small blood capillaries are also surrounded these blood capillaries in these tissues. Whenever the blood capillaries reaches to tissues, here the different environment were observed. Here what happened? Continuously the cells are done in that metabolic activities. At the time, the oxygen which is present inside the cells are used up. So that's why the concentration of oxygen is low. So what happened? Inside the cells are done in that metabolic activities. So due to that metabolic activities, the complete oxygen present inside the cells are utilized completely. So the concentration of oxygen is low. So here the blood capillaries, the oxygen concentration is high when compared to the inside the cells. So at the time what happened? The high amount of oxygen is present in the capillaries and low amount of oxygen is present inside the cells. So generally the high concentration of oxygen is transferred inside the tissues or cells through the process of diffusion. So the oxygen is entered inside the cells. At the same time, the metabolic activities done inside the cells. In this, the carbon dioxide produced inside the cells. So at the time what happened? The concentration of the carbon dioxide is increases inside the cells. So at the same time, the carbon dioxide is diffused into the blood capillaries. So whenever the carbon dioxide present in the cells are diffused into the blood capillaries, finally it reaches to blood capillaries, and from these blood capillaries to alveoli to lungs to nostrils, and nostrils to come outside. So like this, the gases exchange or takes place in this tissues level. Next, in this, what is happening once the oxygen is entering the tissues? So once the oxygen enters into the tissues, generally the respiration process is going on inside the tissues. Whenever the respiration process is going inside the tissues, at that time the carbon dioxide plus water and some energy are also released in this process. This carbon dioxide is come outside through these tissues to blood capillaries to alveoli, alveolis to lungs to nostrils, and outside. And the water is little amount of water is utilized inside the cells, and some of the water also come along with this expiration process, and the energy is utilized in the cells which is present inside the body. So this is the simple process of transportation of gases and gases exchange at tissues level. So this is the small topic in respiration. So if you have any doubts in this topic, please comment in that comment box. If you want more videos from my channel, please subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.